Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars Week 18, Day 4. It is a yellow day, which means we're probably just going to throw the standard yellow drain. It's one of our most solid teams that we have to use on any color day. So it's going to be pretty good against goblins since we can get the drains, and we'll have the tankiness option. Wisp might be a bit annoying. Other than that, there aren't really too many teams that this team tends to struggle with. The main reason for this is mainly because we can't Moloch them. And this team is based around a very, very quick Moloch. We're also struggle sometimes against a Scion related team. But as long as we don't see many of those, or any of those, that'd be great. Not many people are actually running Scion anymore, which is great. I was really starting to get tired of seeing that constantly. So yeah, we don't have to deal with that anymore. So that's good. Well, right off the bat, really lucky. We even got a map and all that mess. We actually got every single possible mana, too. So I'll take it. Perfectly fine. Way more than enough than what we're actually going to be needing right now. I think I might actually just throw a blank famine, because why not? Well, it's not really blank. It's taking a little bit of mana from each, but now we have no way of targeting that. Did he seriously just one-turn his mana? He must have a bunch of purple set on his banner. He must have like a double purple of some kind. Maybe frozen banner, I would assume. If he's going for mana that quick. Like, he just got up. Wow. Well, we have no way to Moloch that, which is the struggle I just mentioned at the beginning. We have no way to single that out other than a famine, but it takes a lot longer. And with how low of a mana cost it has, we're barely ever going to be able to famine to deny it. Right here, we're just going to throw pretty random Moloch, mainly because we have nothing else to do on this turn. And now we can throw the famine to either kill the KrissTigger or start chipping at the Queen Mab. We can also take the skull. I think we're going to let him take the skull. That will get rid of his really high damaging thing. I don't mind him poking us, since he's only doing, like, what, 7 damage to us, so that's not really that much. Come on, Wisp! No, well, at least he only got one poke. Oh, there he goes on the double poke. That Wisp! The Wisp of Death. He's going to solo our entire team soon. You know what? I don't trust him. I'm going to skull right now. I did not trust it living. We could so completely lose right now. It is not won yet until that Wisp is dead. Even then we still haven't won, but it's a pretty good chance. Okay, we won now. Well, that was a lot worse than it needed to be, but oh well. Not much we can do about that. Let's throw the famine, get a Gorgoltha down. Oh yeah, wait, oops. I just did that thinking we'd have a Moloch as an option. Whoops. That's actually really bad. Oops. We could actually die now. Because we don't have the Moloch to deny that mana out. So we'd have to kill it right now, and there's no way to kill it right now. Ooh, that is really bad. Ooh, that's even worse. Well, that was my mistake. And we can kill it now, but we don't have a summoner anymore. I could have actually avoided that, but I forgot we didn't have a Moloch anymore. Fail. Oh well. It's only the first battle. Losing a single troop counts for less reduction on the first battle than on the later battles. So I'll take it. And now we're up against a Freeze Justice team, pretty much a standard Justice team, Corvash, Valkyrie, Justice, Queen Mab. That's generally what it gets used with if it's being used on defense, sometimes with Kraken. People tend to like the Corvash though due to the stun and the mana drain on it. Should be able to handle it quite easily with a Moloch. Also, let me say all the hellos. I don't think I've gone through all of them. Hello, Simple. Hello, Keys. Hello, Henny. Hello, Lowlight. Hello, Amanda. Hello, Strawn. Hello, Benjamin. Hello, Gillax. Hello, James. Welcome all. Let's see. Question. Did the nerf tribute percents? I do not believe they've nerfed tribute percents from what I am aware of. Some people were mentioning something about it, like a cap on it of like 13 or something. I haven't gotten a tribute above 13. But it's just a very low chance that that would even happen, so I'm not quite sure if that was indeed nerfed. As far as the actual percents, no, I don't believe any of the actual percents or anything really with it was changed. Haven't noticed any personal difference with it, but some people have been reporting that. I have not seen it though. Let's see. Yeah, I hope everyone will have a good weekend and stay safe in the storm too. Irma's right around the corner. It's going to be hitting me later on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday-ish, sometime around that general area. Let's see. Well, it's not like hitting me, but you know, like this storm part of it. Where do we throw that down on greens? Move the purple down. Nice, another map. Wow, we're getting a map almost every single one of these battles from those cascades. Not like we need them, but that just means we're getting really, really large cascades. More so than normal. So we can go for the Valkyrie secure kill right now. Even though it kind of wastes our mana a bit, I think I am going to go for it just to make sure he uses 2 less mana. It's always good to do. We can now easily deny this, so much so I think I'm going to do it right now just to get it out the way, so we don't accidentally get core vashed, because that would be very annoying. That would be even worse than a Scion right about now. So we'll just go for a little bit more mana, and we're good to go from there. We can throw a Moloch, we can just let him sit there and go down normally. Do we go for the Moloch? No, we have no need to. That's way overkill on him. Be better off just skull exploding him for the kill. We could just throw Gorgolfa or any other many options. There we go, like that. Perfect. Exactly so. Okay. There's kind of reds there that I need to do something about, so I guess we take them. That does lower our score slightly, as weird as that may seem. What else do we need to do? Famine? Do we have opening on the Famine? It's not really that much value. I'd almost feel like just going for the Moloch instead. And now we can let her die to Moloch and just Famine the other one. So we'll do it that way. So let it take whatever mana. Actually, it taking mana would be a good thing at this point. That's the only bad thing about these drain spam teams, because you do kind of want to keep the enemy with a low amount of mana accumulation. But for this team to actually be effective, we need to deliberately let them take mana, which is kind of odd because it goes against what you kind of need to do in Guild Wars. But then again, true damage teams do the same thing. Even though they kill it quicker and get a more of a secure kill, they're going to lower your score slightly. Because one of the factors that gets contributed to is how much damage you do. And if you're doing true damage, since you're hitting through, you're not doing as much damage to them. Alright, let's get to Gorgolfa. Okay, good. I was going to say, 1 mana short. For a second it looked like it was 1, but then I got the rest of it off the explosion. 29, and that is enough to kill the Queen Mab, which is exactly what we needed. Now we can just Famine for the final kill, and we can obtain that by a Amnesia cast. Yep, or that Skull, that works too. What is the best Rowan team for missions and general stuff? Mainly a Valkyrie Rowan double Siren or a Valkyrie double Rowan Siren. Either of the two. They're really, really quick. Pretty similar to that of the Bombot team kind of speed. And as far as their consistency, they work against pretty much everything. You do have to be a little bit risky with a Rowan like getting hit or anything like that, but normally you win quick enough that it's not really going to matter. You use the 1 or 2 Sirens in order to get your mana started, and then from there you either cast your Valkyrie into your Rowan or double Rowan, and then you cast the Rowan or double Rowan. I normally run it with only 1 Rowan, but earlier on in the game you may need 2, due to the fact that your numbers on defense and stuff like that will be lower than what I'm normally used to. But generally, if I run that team, I run it with only 1, not 2. I don't really run it much these days, mainly because there's a lot of stuff that's better than it, if you happen to have the better options. But for a cheap option, a Valkyrie Rowan with Sirens is pretty cheap, because you don't need traits on anything other than the Sirens, and the Rowan you can get for free from the Forest of Thorns Kingdom. So you only need 2 different rares, and only one of them needs to be traded, which is the Siren, which does need to be fully traded, but it's not too bad. It only takes 2 Arcanes, and it's relatively cheap to go for. Hello, Italo, welcome. And we're up against Zookeeper. Been seeing her a lot. Normally she's in first place. Surprised she dropped down a little bit. It does happen, though. Weird things can happen in Guild Wars. No one is consistent. No, actually everyone's a little bit consistent. The better players normally are consistent. But, you know, there's just those bad days where you just can't help it sometimes. Okay. Well, we can go for mana, get that off. I think I will do that because that gives us an opening to go and Moloch or Famine him. In this case, a Moloch. So we'll just double Moloch him because there's no point in not doing that since he's so reduced already. Get a nice explosion in, get the last bit of mana. Now we have Famine, that's perfect. So I will wait 1 turn. No, I won't. Yes, I will. No, I won't. I don't know. We need to decide something here. So, what's his chance that he would get an extra turn off of anything? Pretty slim, so we'll just move that down. Let him do whatever. Now we Famine. So we'll go Famine first slot, actually, to make sure he doesn't have that anymore. And now we Moloch that. There we go, double kill. And we just keep chipping down from there. So we'll throw down the Gorgolfa. Or do we wait? Are we frozen on purple? Yes, we are. So let's go and explode it. And then we Gorgolfa. Actually, I should have done that the other way around. I was trying to use that cleanse decently. Well, I guess I kind of used the cleanse decently. I don't know. Oh well. It served its purpose. So we'll go throw the Moloch on it. One more Moloch will kill, and that's what we're going to aim for this turn. Actually, there's not enough mana on the board to do that. Unless we cascaded it, which we didn't. Okay, he has full mana. We'll go and divert that to Queen Mab. I want a Moloch kill him. Brown, we're frozen on, so we're not going to bother taking. We'll just explode the entire board. There we go. He does not have enough mana to actually die to anything we do. So we'll just go and explode the board again. The struggle of them having no mana. Oh no, I tapped him. Not the way I meant to kill him, but I guess we'll go that way. Can't really help it at this point. Famine, famine, famine. You need to get more... Okay, we'll just throw it on this, I guess. I don't want it accidentally devouring us. We'll play it safe. Throw in Amnesia. And is that enough damage? Let's see. 7, 14, 47. That will not be enough. We can either yellow and hope for a skull, or explode and hope that's enough damage. What's the minimum amount of damage? Oh wait, it's probably going to take its color. So that actually will be enough damage. If it takes any mana... Oh no, it doesn't even need to take any mana. That's perfect. And let's match. There we go. Oops, I did not mean to make it full screen. Wait, what? I double clicked it and then it became full screen. That was weird. Did I fix it? That was weird. Okay. That was weird. Okay, is it fixed now? It should be. The stream should look perfectly fine. There we go. That was really strange. I've never seen Gems of War full screen like that before. Or at least not when you, just naturally. Oh, I think I know what I did. I probably clicked too high and clicked it on the top. Oh, that's what I did. If you... Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize Gems of War does that. If you double-click the Windows bar, it ends up full screening the game. Interesting. Okay, well that's not useful at all. Or at least for my purposes. That would never be useful for me. But interesting. The more you know. I did not know that. Okay, here was the main team I kind of wanted to counter with what I'm using now. Let's see if it actually serves that purpose. Watch it die in one turn. It's like, I made this to counter you. Dies instantly. It is possible. It's using goblin spam. Anything can die to goblin spam in no time flat. What path should we go to do this? Oh, I do not know what I want to take here. I can't take that yellow. Oh, I can, but I have to take it from the top, because if I take it from the bottom, he's going to take the green into a purple, and that's going to be really bad. Or at least if he does go for that, it would be really bad. So we'll take this yellow that way. And he does go for the purple. I was doing that to make sure he didn't go for the green into purple. So, what do we do from here? I guess we just go and just go commit to Gorgolfa at this point. We already started. So that will give us our starting mana. Now, Amnesia is the closest, though Moloch would give us a denial for next turn, which I believe I value higher. Let's see, there's this red sitting here. Nothing to really do with this. But I need to take it just so he doesn't take it. So we'll do that. There's no way we can Moloch and still take that. And there's nothing we can drop right now. The skull I'm perfectly fine with him taking. So we'll let him do his thing. And we'll go... Oh! Duh! I can't Moloch it. Good job. Oi! I am very smart. Anyways. And we're 4 mana off on famine. Well, that's a problem. Please don't explode. Oh, the good, we got an extra turn. Problem solved. Never mind. Well, that was almost really bad. Problem solved. Somehow. It's still an issue though. I need to get famine back up. Hello, Nautical. Welcome. Okay, we got a Moloch. Gonna throw that soon. Have the Gorgolfa. Do we need to throw this? Yes. Because if we throw this on green, we'd get full mana for sure. And now if it takes any mana, we can just counter it out immediately. So that'll work. So this skull will take just because we need that killed. Now that it has full mana, we throw to Famine, and that'll be a kill as well. And now we can deny our Queen Mab, though that's not really going to help much. We need a way to do front damage. So there's no point in casting Gorgolfa at this right now. We'll go and throw down the greens. Get that Famine up. And then Gorgolfa and get the last of the greens. And that's enough to take care of it. One more skull will also go for the kill, if we can find one somewhere. So at this point, we can just throw a blank... Oh, never mind, never mind. We can just go for the skull that's just sitting there. Perfect. And now we can just throw everything at it. So we'll throw the Moloch first, because it gets less damage out of it. And what else? We have Famine. We have Amnesia. Famine I want to kind of hold. You know what? We can actually probably Moloch one-shot it, can't we? Yeah, we can. No, we can't. 15 plus 29. That is 44, right? That is 44. That in no way will be able to kill it unless Famine happens to hit on HP. Do we trust Famine in the next 2 turns or so to hit on HP? We'd have to get very lucky. Otherwise, it'd be better to do the other way around. But you know what? Let's give him a chance and see if he can. Please hit HP. It needs to drop down to 44 or lower for us to be able to kill it. You know what? I'm just gonna Famine it. Scratch that plan. Oh, you know what? I could actually just double Moloch instead. Duh. That could have worked too. Oh well. I already started doing what we're doing. Oh, and then he just dies to that. Perfect. Can I do a guide for Arena? I have done them in the past, and we will be doing a video going over that soon. Actually, in the next Let's Play video, we'll be going over Arena and doing part of an Arena. But yeah, as far as Arena, the biggest thing about Arena is mainly knowing how to draft. Is probably the biggest aspect of it. Once you know how to draft, you're pretty much good to go as far as everything with that. And what is this, our final battle? Final battle. The biggest thing that you need to consider with drafting is try to cover every color. Make sure you have at least one mana generator. And make sure you have at least one targetable damage source. Because nothing in Arena has stealthy. So if you need to go in a hurry to kill something, you need a targetable damage source to be able to kill them with. We ended up doing that earlier on the stream, and if you noticed when we played the, what was it, 2 or 3 arena runs? I forgot how many we did. But when we did our arena runs earlier, every single time we made sure to pick a single target damage source, just to make sure we had some way to clean up the enemy team if we needed to do so. Why am I wearing a black shirt on yellow day? Because if I wear a yellow shirt on yellow day, I will blend in with the green screen. The green screen takes away all greens, and yellow is indeed a green. It is a green red. Same reason why I don't wear teal on stream. I wear a solid blue, because if I wear a teal, that is green and blue. And so it'll be green screened against the green. I need to try finding a dark yellow shirt, a dark brown shirt, and a dark green shirt. All 3 of them will not be green screened, including the dark green shirt. It's as if they're too light of a color, if they're too light and have any shades of green in them at all, they're going to get green screens. I did it earlier. All I'll look like is a floating head if I wear the yellow shirt right now. I'll just be a floating yellow head. Let's see. Where do we go? Do we bother with the skull? I probably need to due to the, You know what? No, we don't. We can just do this on green. And that'll give us famine. No! I wanted to do that before you casted. No! Don't you dare win! Oh, what just happens? That's perfectly balanced. Okay. Well, I'll take the green right there. What else? What else? Throw the Moloch on you. Get the famine ready soon. Do we just try getting some more Moloch mana back? I guess so. Don't you dare get full mana. Okay, we're not frozen on red, so we can go for that if we want. What else? What else? We could go Gorgulfa. We'd have to not miss, though. For this to be worth it. Okay. We'll take it. What else do we have? Famine. Not really worth it until he gets full mana. I kind of want to Moloch kill KrissTigger. But the longer KrissTigger is live, the more free damage it gives us against Queen Mab. The only problem is I only have 2 targets. I'm going for it. Okay, he is full mana now, so I have to famine. And yeah, we just need to focus everything that we have on getting another famine up. That or skull killing it. That would work too. Well, this needs to hit enough skulls. Let me double check if Amnesia will. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, it will. Guaranteed, so we'll go for that. Now we'll kill out the wisp. And there we go, perfect. Now we can just famine and should be able to keep that down. No, 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 no. Okay, good. That was almost really bad. So now we try getting more famine mana again. Good, good. Now we'll do it on... Oh wait, we can take a skull right now. The only problem is we're not taking mana if we take the skull. Do we take mana or do we take skull? He gets full mana next turn and I have no way of targeting. Oh, you know what we can do? Oh no, but we wouldn't be able to do that in time. I will do that though. Good, he does waste its turn on his skull. Perfect. So now all we have to do is just explode and go from there. We'll go with green, I guess. Nice extra turn. And then Gorgulfa into the win. Don't die, don't die, don't die. No! Okay, don't die, don't die. No! Oh, actually, that one isn't as bad. Okay, I'll take it, I'll take it. We'll take what we can get. So we'll take the yellow down. That will give us Amnesia for our resummon. We'll then take the skull. And don't you dare double skull. Whoa, that was close. I almost won. Oh no. Oh no. I have to. Wait, whoops. I actually have to kill him now. Or do I? Yeah, I have to kill him. Because if I throw Amnesia, he kills me with anything he wisps. It doesn't matter which one of the 4 he targets, it will die. Amnesia would have to extra turn for me to live. If I do Famine, it'll die, and if I do Moloch, it will die. We could risk it and throw the Amnesia and hope it lands an extra turn, but if we don't get it, we're losing more points. So I think we're just going to go and simply play it safe and go for the Famine poke right here. And that's match. Good evening, Maximuse. Welcome. Do I play any other games other than Stardew Valley? I mean, other than Gems of War? Yes, we play Stardew Valley. We also play, my eyes messing up, sorry. We play Stardew Valley. We also play Darkest Dungeon. Haven't played Darkest Dungeon for a little bit. We will be starting that back up more towards October season for Halloween. We'll be starting with the Crimson Court DLC. And maybe would have gotten another patch by then too. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But yeah, those are like the main few games we're playing at the moment. I do play a few other ones on my own time as this current moment of time, like Albion Online, RuneScape, and a few others. I might start streaming them eventually, or a little bit more. I did stream Albion Online. I've never actually streamed RuneScape, mainly because I assume it'd be pretty boring to stream. It's a good game to make guides for. It's just a really boring game to show. It's fun for me, but it must be really boring to watch. I have no clue how it's so watched on Twitch. Like, some people will have, like, thousands of viewers watching something. I don't know. The viewing experience of RuneScape isn't really that interesting. Are you going to be playing Puzzle Quest? Yes, we have played Puzzle Quest in the past. We have some streams on it on our channel. I will be doing a 100% Let's Play of the game as well in the future. When I'll be starting that, I do not know. Hopefully by the end of this year. I was originally going to wait until I get my new computer before we do the Puzzle Quest. For any of you that don't know, the main developer of Puzzle Quest was the same main developer of Gems of War. So, Puzzle Quest was basically like the first game kind of in the whole trilogy of games that are very, very similar to that of Gems of War. So yeah, there's even some troops that have similarities. Some are literally the same thing. If you look at Rockworm from Puzzle Quest, it's basically Rockworm from... actually, I think it was called Sea Serpent or something else in that game. But it's basically the same model as Rockworm in this game. Mainly because some of the same assets were used from the Puzzle Quest games in Gems of War. Like, for example, the green slime from Puzzle Quest 2 is the exact green slime in this game. This little hammer thingy, for any of you that play Puzzle Quest 2, you probably recognize exactly what that is. That is the fist that is used for your hero ability. It's the exact same icon and stuff like that. A lot of them are repeated within the game. They are going to be doing an interface overhaul soon, though. There's going to be replacing out stuff like this, I believe. But, there's quite a few assets that are just pulled from their older games and just put into Gems of War. 7,000 subscribers, Dance Dance Revolution stream. That is not happening ever. That is not happening ever. The last time I played Dance Dance Revolution was when I was at a friend's house, like before graduation. I think it was like a few months before graduation. There was like 5 people, and we were like playing Dance Dance Revolution. It was horrible. I cannot dance. That is 100% for sure. You do not want to see me dance. It will not be happening. Does Queen Aurora have any good team she's used on? Kind of. The fact that Drain Spam is used so much, she's generally not used at the moment. She's really bad against Drain Spam. She's also relatively bad against the Goblin team. But what she's used on mainly is for getting mana up really, really quick on whatever team you happen to be using. So let's say you needed a troop that needed a +2/+2 for whatever reason. That would be the kind of time that you run a Queen Aurora on your team. The biggest thing that I generally run it with is a giant spider feeding 2 other troops is my favorite team for it. Like I'm going to show you my absolute favorite team. I don't believe I have it saved at the moment, mainly because the meta has shifted into other stuff. But yeah, for the most part, Queen Aurora is kind of average. Very few things it gets used with, and as I mentioned, Giant Spider is about the biggest thing I like to run it with. Not only can you run it with, not only are they both Beast, which means you can run it with Forest Guardian, but it's also just a really good purple mana generator. And because it's such a good purple mana oh, this glitch again. And because it's such a good mana generator, what I like to run it with is, of course, the team that is based on purple mana generation, which is the following. Where did it go? I forget what his name was for a second. Brain Fade, Elamagrim, and Furnace. I know this is obviously a really expensive team, but the general premise of the team is still the same. You use a purple damage source, a giant spider, and a Queen Aurora. You can also do it in this order if you wanted to, depending on what your intention was for your team. Actually, you know what? Let's just leave it in that order. Sure. Let's go with it. And what this allows you to do is set your banner to a green-blue. And what's really beneficial about this, like I was mentioning earlier, is it's a double +2. We have +2 on our green, and we have +2 on our blue. If I can find the right banner, there it is. So there it is. So now we have +2 green and +2 blue, allowing us to 2-turn our giant spider really easily. And things like that is generally what I use this for. Queen Aurora, that is. What weapon for hero is good on arena? It really just depends what the color currently is that you need to use. Though, if you're looking for the absolute most overpowered ones, Mang, Black Manacles, Creeping Death, and Runic Blade, particularly Runic Blade, are the most overpowered weapons currently in arena. Those 4. Creeping Death, Black Manacles, Mang, and Runic Blade. And of those, I believe Runic Blade's the easiest to get at 37 green and 37 yellow. The other ones are at 40/40 of their respective colors. Well, I did this and we didn't even get a quick start on the giant spider. That's kind of the whole point of running the team like this, is to get a really good quick start on the spider. Unfortunately, we're not getting lucky enough for that. So I'll just move that up. He actually didn't go for the extra turn, surprisingly. He went for the wisps instead. Come on, eyes, function. We need you. Okay, Skull we don't really need. Elamagrim we definitely don't really need. They're not burned, and it's only a 8 spawn. Because they're not burned, it's only 6 on the board. It's pretty much miss guaranteed. He's getting a lot of mana right there. I don't even need my eyes to see that. We can hear it. Alright, we'll go move that over. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Wisp, calm down. Wisp, calm down. Oh, Wisps. The next thing to get nerfed. It's coming. I can guarantee you it's coming. I will throw it on this, even though Queen Map's generally not something you run it against. But yeah, as you can see, this is why I don't run Queen Aurora. A lot of stuff that's really good right now, it's not that effective against. Mainly extra turn spam, but also drain spam. And those are two of the biggest things available right now that people tend to use like crazy. Oh yeah, we need to go do the dungeons too. How can I not do the dungeons? Today, oh, we get the final weapon today too. I almost forgot to even mention that. We will be doing a video for that soon. Probably this weekend we'll be doing the video for the next one for the Let's Play series, and the one going over all the weapons. Or not all the weapons, but the 3 weapons of Xenos. That new guy that's available. Because we can buy the last weapon of him tonight. Because we needed 200 more purple. And today we can get 200 more purple. Okay, this is starting to bother me. Stop it. Need to function. Even with eye drops, it barely even helps. I have been using them lately. I think it's just because of the weather changing. It's been getting really damp here because of all the rain that's been here recently. And it doesn't like temperature change. Whenever the environment changes, it's like, nope, eyes don't want to function. It happens whenever the season switches. It happens whenever there's like a heat or cold wave. It's really weird. Okay, anyways. Where was I? We'll go and move that up. Did Justice Mab get nerfed recently? No. They haven't been touched in forever. Or no, I shouldn't say forever, but it's been several months since they've been touched at all. Actually, Justice was never even modified since it was released. Queen Mab got nerfed, I think, twice, but is still very strong, even in her current state. She got nerfed once when she got required a 13 gems in order to actually turn, instead of her 10 that she used to have. She also got nerfed when Mana Shield was added to the game, which gives immunity to mana burn. And then Pervious got it as well, which was a really, really large nerf to her. Okay, trying to get anything up. The whole premise of this team I'm not even able to use because we keep missing the mana. The premise is, of course, to get Giant Spider up as quickly as possible. That then feeds into Elmagrim and Furnace, and then you just go crazy from there and instantly win the battle. But that is not exactly working. Though, if we can even get one instance of it occurring, then we should pretty much just snowball from there. And luckily, we are not frozen as this current moment in time. So if we can just get the last little bit of our mana, we should be good to go from here. So we'll throw that down. 1. Up. Yeah, we did get enough mana. 2. 3. 4, and dead. Now that's what it's supposed to do, and it's supposed to do that on like turn 3 or so. That's the first time we got it working the entire times we've been trying it. So that's a bit unfortunate, but it did indeed working that time, so I'll take it. Better late than never, but that's what the team is supposed to do. And if you're wondering why I don't bother using it, is because how inconsistent it just was, which is why I don't really bother with the Queen Aurora much these days. It's not just a irregularity, that's something that actually happens quite a bit, that it gets destroyed, mainly because it just doesn't get started. You've been running a 4 Goblet Chomper team for fun this week. All start with full mana. Yeah, we could try that against the next all Goblin team we see. That would be pretty funny to test against, to see what would actually happen. Let me go wipe this real quick. What should we throw at it? Well, let me go throw the new... You know what? Let's go throw dungeons. That's what I should go do. Let's go do the dungeons. So, dungeon. We have our purple day. We need the last little bit for the weapon. So let's go do that. So what do all 3 of these do? They have the summon up to 3 spiders and is difficult to hit. Strips armor and creates more skulls, and gains extra life and casts more often. So let's go into all 3 of those. Let's throw it with... Let's see. We still need to decide what we want to throw it with, though. Let's go back to doing the nerfed Goblin team. Oops, that's not the nerfed Goblin team. That is a variant of a Goblin team. You know what? No, I'm not going to bother with that one. Let's go with the 4x Goblins. The nerfed 4x Goblins. It's still not as nerfed as people say it is. Some people thought it was too much of a nerf. I think it was fine. Okay, skull. We'll just let it happen. I say that and watch. It's going to give me a stack gain the second it casts, instead of what it should be doing, which is an explosion. Come on, get full mana, someone. Doesn't matter who. Actually, it doesn't matter who. I need one of those two. Getting full mana. Oh, we didn't get the surge right there. That would have been really useful. I didn't get the purple either. That also would have been very useful. One explosion. Go, go, go. There we go. We got it going. I'll take it. There we go. See, it's perfectly fine. What nerf? Okay, next battle. Fight the Bone Dragon. Poor Bone Dragon rolled away in the last slot, unable to do anything. Okay, how do we get started here? We'll take the blue over. Take the brown, purple, yellow. Please explode. Perfect, we got it. We won. Actually, we didn't get enough mana from it. We did need this to explode as well. No, attack reduction, the worst one of all. Come on, another explode. Perfect, except we didn't get much mana out of it. That went for such a weird area. Oh, never mind, because it explodes greens. I keep forgetting that. I keep thinking it's random for whatever reason. Nice explosions, keep it up. And one more poke will do it. There we go, that's the one more poke we needed. And down it goes. And the final dungeon, they definitely need a harder version of this for late game. This is such a cakewalk. It's going to be so ridiculously hard on our Let's Play account though. Like, we'll destroy them in this, and then we'll go over to the other account, and they'll destroy us in seconds. It'll basically be the inverse of what's happening now. Where we win in seconds now, they'll win in seconds on the other way around. Okay, again, the worst possible thing you can do, attack reduction. Luckily, we got the extra turn right there. Purple Surge, go. Nice, nice. Explode. No! And it gave, like, the worst possible stat as well. If that wasn't bad enough. There we go. Keep that going. Very nice, very nice. And what else? I guess we take a brown and throw it into something. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, move that over. He has 1 HP. What will he do with that? Throw that. Damage on all. That's still glitched. Throw purple into an explosion. Perfect. Exactly what we needed. And let's match. Yeah, I know. The attack reduction barely does anything now that the AI basically doesn't take skulls. Victorious! Down the line. Oh wait, can you not change the thing? Oh yeah, you can. Never mind, you have to click the question mark. No $5 deal for us. Actually, I will probably buy the diamond one though, or the diamond one. That's the only one I still need. But we will buy the 50 gem one because we need those 100 amethystifs. And now with those 100 amethystifs, we can do something somewhat interesting. Well, kind of interesting. It's not really that decent of a weapon. I will be doing a video covering all 3 of them just to see what we can kind of create out of them. But if we go into the Soul Forge right now. Click over to Soul Forge, click over to weapons, and if we click over to... which one don't we have? Was it the heart? This item has already been crafted. This item has already been crafted. Yeah, it is the heart. So let's go craft 1 Heart of Exynos. We finally got the purple for it. That's the last thing we needed. We already had the red and everything like that. So yeah, let's go get ourselves a heart. And we'll be good to go. So in goes the heart, right? Anything else we need to do with these resources? Don't think so. Pretty sure there's nothing else. Okay, so thread heart. I'm just double checking. Don't want to misclick it. This is what we need. 1 Heart of Exynos. And deal damage to all enemies, death mark all divines, and disease all knights. That would very, very rarely be used. Mainly because you would need to be up against the divines or knights for that to even be remotely viable. But there we go. And now if we look over at troops, if we go over to Exynos, we have his 3 pieces. Now we just need those ridiculous amount of diamonds, which we have many of. I think we can pretty much say very safely that we can just convert all of these into diamonds at this point. I don't really foresee any instance in which we would ever bother going on one of these colors. So let's just dump them all into diamonds, just so we can actually see how many diamonds we constantly have. So, in we go, 140 diamonds. Very rare we're going to see a diamond amount that big. Let's go screenshot that. Won't see that too often, so we'll take it. And there we go. Oh, that's weird. It looks a little bit weirder when you can't actually craft any of them. But now we have 1,100 diamonds on the dot. We need 2,900 more. To imagine the entirety of these things being out, we've only gotten 1,100. We have a long ways to go. We have a very, very long ways to go. That is unfortunate, but off we go. Also, next week I'll have the other 3 weapons. Actually, I think I might have the triple weapons before I even get Xenos, even though I've been targeting Xenos the entire time, which is kind of odd, but I believe it is going to happen, because next week I'll have all of them, because the only things we need are Shattered Blade, which we'll have the blue for next week, this Broken Guard, which we'll have the yellow for next week, and this Dawnstone, which we'll have the red for next week. Then the only other thing we need is 1 million souls, which we barely have. This is actually going to run through almost the last of our resources. It's going to cost us 1.3 million souls to craft them all. We're going to go from 1,339,853 souls down to 5-digit number. That's going to be really weird. I don't think I've seen it go down below 1 million for over a year now. But I'm going to be dropped like crazy. I might need to go and soul farm out of my way to actually soul farm for once. It's something I generally never do. But in order to actually have a reserve of souls, I'm going to need to. Gotta be careful if I do it next week, because next week is also the week that the new kingdom is coming out. So there's a possibility that I could burn through so many souls I don't even have enough for the next kingdom. So I have to be really careful, though it doesn't really take too long. It will take me like 1 or 2 hours to farm the souls that you need for the entirety of the new kingdom. Actually, probably even 1 hour would be enough, because it only takes like what, each troop I believe averages around 5-ish thousand, maybe let's even say 6,000. 6,000, there's 8 troops, 6 times 8, that's 48,000. 48,000 can be farmed in 1 hour, so I'm actually not too concerned about that now that I think about it. But yeah, we'll have it actually all that next week, and we'll get it before we even have the thing, so that's interesting. That means we can do a video on those 3, then on the other 3, while simultaneously doing the main weapon. What does Dawnbringer do? Oh, sorry, did I not click on it to show it? I have shown it in the past. I didn't show it right now, though. Dawnbringer isn't really worth it to go out of your way. It's way more costly than the value you'll get from it. But late game players might do it for completion purposes, just so they have like literally everything in the game. And just so you have it a mythic weapon to mess around with in arena and stuff. This would be a pretty badass thing to use in arena. Just come in with like the Dawnbringer. I don't think a single person currently owns it. It is technically possible to own this weapon right now. I don't know if anyone has bothered though. But it is technically possible for someone to have the Dawnbringer. Anyways, what it does is it deals damage to all enemies, boosted by yellow troops that are 2 times boost ratio, meaning you could get additional 8 damage. Keep in mind, you can also get additional 5 damage from your hero class. This number that shows right here is without my +5 that I get from hero class, because right now I'm on a brown bonus, and I'm obviously not using a brown weapon with that. So we could potentially have this number be 13 higher than it is, meaning if we run a full yellow team with a proper hero class, this troop would be doing 35. Yeah. 35. I think I did that right. 35 is how much damage it would be doing to all enemies. On top of that, it also gives all allies barrier with no condition. It just always gives all allies barrier. I'm not quite sure if this hits itself or if it hits everyone other than itself. Based on the wording, I believe it also triggers on itself, which is kind of nice. If it triggers on all other allies, then it's a little bit weaker. But the wording specifically says all allies, which would include your hero itself. And then if there's 13 or more red on the board, it then gains 2 magic on top of all that. Why do I use Mechanist class? For this reason. So whenever I want to go farm a trait stone, let's say I want more pure red. I don't even know if I still need more pure red. But let's say I wanted more pure red. I can just go click on the most overpowered team in the game for quick winning, which is Princess Elspeth, Bombot, Black Manacle, Troglodytes. Throw this down on whatever difficulty. Normal, we'll just get it killed the quickest if I'm looking for only trait stones. And then we simply just click this. Wait till it goes. Click, boom, extra turn. Okay, that time it did miss, but generally it does get the extra turn. And then boom, dead. And then you just keep repeating that, and you get a bunch of resources. And that was actually a slow version of that, to imagine. And it is also used for EXP farming. If we go to this challenge, bring it up to hard difficulty, and fight this, we can also one-shot it this way for a lot of EXP. This is actually the highest EXP you can gain in the entire game, is to do this specific challenge or other similar ones where you can one-shot it with this team. And then you just bomb bot, and then boom, you get a lot of EXP. It's, I believe, how you would end up getting the most... I don't know of anything else that gets even more remotely closer to more EXP than that. But also, if you need kills for the thing as well, this is what we ended up doing to try to stack up our kills. When we were initially trying to get the Soul Forge to max level, I just did this exact team, and it ended up going like crazy. It's Princess Elspeth Bombot, hero using Black Manacles with fully traded Mechanist. Though if you don't have Black Manacles, you can also use War and Peace, which you get from, what kingdom is that? Kazil, the one all the way at the top in the north where... Oops, I almost knocked that over. It's the one all the way up north where the dwarves are, and you end up getting War and Peace from it. It's very similar to that of Black Manacles. Black Manacles is slightly better, but if you don't have it, that's a decent enough alternative. As long as it covers brown and hits all enemies, that's the only thing that matters about the weapon. Let's see. Oh, you met someone in arena with it? Yeah, I assume some people already had it. It is technically possible. It is currently impossible to have the new mythic yet. The earliest I believe you can have the new mythic is 3 weeks from now, approximately. Somewhere around that general area is about the earliest you could ever have the new mythic, and that would be if someone bought the $5 pack literally every single day, which I'm pretty sure a good majority of people didn't, though there's at least a small sector of the game that did indeed buy that pack every single day. Nothing wrong with that, but I don't have that kind of money. We're only buying it on a few more diamond stays, and I wouldn't even bother doing that, but we are going to be doing a video on it, and I want to make sure I get it before a good majority of people get it. So to be able to do that, we would need to make sure we buy a decent amount of them. But yeah, is there anything else you guys want me to go over before we end out the stream for today? Well, we will be back tomorrow, same time as we normally are, at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be going for several hours. We'll mainly be messing with a couple of the new console stuff, like the new Arskea and all that, because console just got the Arskea Kingdom today. PC Mobile will be getting a new kingdom next Friday, and we'll be covering that in all of its detail. And of course, we stream every night at this time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For any of you that want to catch by, just chat, or need help, or anything of the such, or just want to watch us do Guild Wars plus the dungeons. So, yeah. Anyways, be safe with the storm that's coming by. If it is hitting you, definitely leave and go to a safe area. I still don't know how hard I'll be hit by it. I know it's kind of like cruising by my kind of area. I believe it's going to be diverting away. I still need to check the weather. Won't really know until about Saturday definitively what's really going to be like. But anyways, I'll see y'all later. Thank you all so much for coming down. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And yeah, best of time, everyone. Also, for everyone on console, something I should probably mention real quick while we're still here, before anyone leaves. Don't try getting the new legend yet, unless you have some spare keys. The event for it is the following week, so you can just throw your event keys at it on Monday. So do keep that in mind. Anyways, now I'll say goodbye. See you, everyone. Another outro, and another one. You're kidding? I always do outros. We'll have like a billion outros, probably, as we leave. I'm bad at outros, because I always want to keep talking and say stuff. So, yeah, that happens. Anyways, if I just click the stop recording button, it will prevent me from being able to do anything more. So, see you, everyone.